When I first moved to Panama, I thought I was going to live in a condo at the beach, but I ended up here in beautiful El Valle de Anton. Come along with me as I do monthly garden tours. Thanks for watching. Welcome to summer! Yay! It's finally here. I've got oranges for the birds, and we're going to do the December 2024 garden tour in El Valle de Anton. I can't even tell you how happy I have been that summer is here. I actually even had to water a couple of times because the ground is getting dry. I'm going to show you this one spot in front of me, but first let me do my regular intro to the garden tour. All right, I'm going to start in a different corner because things are starting to bloom. Hopefully the wind is not going to be too bad during the video, but all right, I'm going to start over in this corner because I have stuff that's blooming. I have new stuff happening. It's exciting. The gardener was just here yesterday and weed whacked, so everything looks amazing. And let's go. I'm over on what I call Pink Hill, and one of my favorite flowers is blooming. These are highly fragrant. These are the ones that when I first planted them, I wasn't really sure if they were gonna blossom because it just didn't seem like they were gonna do anything, but they're doing their thing. Very excited. They're beautifully fragrant. The papaya trees that were freestyle are doing scraggly. I see fruit coming in on them, but I wouldn't exactly say they look healthy. And one thing I noticed, like, see this pink plant here? This whole side over here was covered with it. And I've just noticed that that pink stuff has kind of died out. And something else is overtaking the area. And the elephant ear just kind of exploded over here. The elephant ear wasn't doing that well. And all of a sudden, I don't know, a couple of weeks go by and it's all over the place. This plumeria is, I don't know, I see them looking like this often where they look kind of bare. There's no flowers on it. I'm just not sure. Oh my gosh, there's an agouti right here, right next to me. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can see it. It's like now behind bushes. Wow, that's so funny. They're usually really shy. But I had just put out some food at the bird feeder, so maybe it smelled the orange and is like, I'm gonna risk it all to come get some orange. Oh my goodness. And look, the wood rail. That's also like a very shy bird. You usually don't see it out, but since these plantains have been on the ground, that wood rail, I mean not that one specifically, but the wood rail has been out eating that fruit. But this is very surprising because I'm here, I'm talking, I'm making noise, and it's still there just eating. Oh my God, look. Holy crap, you guys, this is crazy. The agouti just ran by. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it. I feel like I'm a safari photographer all of a sudden. And here, let's see the agouti. It's normally quite shy. Let's see if it will come say hello. Oh no, I don't even see it at all. Oh, there it is. It's right there. This is so funny. I'm really shocked because they are typically not happy around people. Wow. All right, well anyway, I'll move on to other garden stuff. And then we'll see if the other wild animals are around. But I'll let it eat in peace, and I'll move over here. Ginger, doing well. I got some video the other day of the beautiful hibiscus flowers, which is a good thing I did because they're gone now because of those green lizards that are cute, and there were 2 of them, so I just decided, I mean, how am I going to get rid of lizards? I can't really get rid of them. So anyway, they eat the hibiscus, and that's just what happens. I trimmed the Dumbea tree, pruned it back pretty severely. Probably could use even a little more shaping, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I love those blossoms. My friend Alex gave me this heliconia, and it's red. And then I had this plant, so I thought that would be a nice combination to have the red plant growing there next to the red heliconia. Oops. I've got more plantains coming in. There's a stalk over here to the right. There's a stalk on the left. And basically I've been using it to feed the wildlife. I'm noticing growth in this coconut palm. This year, there's quite a few plants actually that I'm noticing significant growth. I love these candlestick plants. They're just so pretty. I think the avocado tree might have died. It's possible that the stem is still alive, but I really think it was just too wet. I mean, we had so much rain this season. I think it just drowned that poor tree. Really happy that these little orchids are still alive and even blooming. That's nice to see. And then I trimmed back some of the vervain because I had a heliconia that I planted over here. So this is going to be, I think it's called Pink Dancer, maybe? This is a heliconia that I wasn't sure about it when I planted it, if it was going to make it, but now it definitely looks like it's going to thrive and do well. So I had to clear out some of the vervain branches to give it room to grow. I'm really not sure about the lemon tree, although I see new growth, but the leaves are quite yellow. Maybe I'll give it some citrus fertilizer and see if that kind of perks it back up. But I guess it's a good sign that the leaves are still on the plant. Nothing has grown on that wire on top of the hammock patio because the thing that I planted over in this right-hand corner is not getting any sunlight because of all the growth of that shell ginger. which is beautiful. It's one of my favorite plants. I don't know if that focused. So I can try and clear out some space on the ground so it can start growing. This is super cool. This is on the Buddha's belly. Some kind of blossom on there. Looks like it would be a fruit, but it's just a flower. These 3 papaya trees here are blossoming. They're all female, but I don't see any fruit on them. Now it is summer, but there are a few sprinkles of rain at the moment. This is kind of common as we get into full dry season. We'll have some little spritzes of rain. These have been thriving. Look at all these beautiful white flowers. I have a couple inside. They're really sturdy. They're very waxy. No fragrance. These bees love them. Pretty cool to watch. This corner used to be so bare, and now look at it. It's completely grown in. It's getting to the point where it's really creating privacy. You can just barely make out the fence from the neighbor's property. I did have some leafcutter ants. I think that's what was destroying this plant, and I had a few in my front garden area, so I did have to spray. Thankfully the spray is very effective because those leaf cutters can be incredibly destructive. I'm just shocked how tall the guava tree is, and that yellow tree. Although it's not filled out, it's gotten really tall. I've had the toucans coming back. I've also had chacalacas. Those are the big birds and they bully the other birds. So I've been trying to fend them off. And it's kind of interesting that the chacalaca isn't a particularly attractive bird. And I don't care for that bird coming around because it's a bully, but toucans are bullies. And I'm happy to see that bird because I think they're attractive. One tiny, tiny, tiny little papaya. Who knows if it's gonna make it or not. That palm really started to take hold. So that's nice to see. And I'm already starting to have to water. This is a really dry area in the yard. So I'll probably have to water here a little bit later. This might be more like just the bajareke, not actual rain. It's just kind of mistiness that comes off of the mountain. Very happy that the plumbago is still alive. I wasn't sure how it was going to do at some spots in the rainy season. And I'm hoping it's going to climb the tree and just kind of intermix with the yellow blossoms that are on this tall tree. It's just going to be really pretty. These are doing well, the bromeliads. But yeah, this spot also gets quite dry quickly. Don't look at the mess. Thankfully, the green jade vine, I don't know if you can see, but it has reached the top of the pole. So now it's going to start to climb over onto the metal and do its thing. And I'm so excited because this is one of the coolest plants I think I've ever seen in my life. I wonder where the agouti went. The walking iris were blooming a couple days ago, and it looks like there's new blooms that are gonna happen probably tomorrow. This red blossom, that was also a plant I was kind of nervous that wasn't going to do well because it just seemed kind of scraggly, didn't really seem like it was going to take root. But now they definitely look like they're healthy. Now it's raining. I gotta go. Okay, it stopped raining, so I just wanted to finish up with the other little corner in the garden. So let's see. All right, let's go. All right. The Monstera is doing great over here. It's a perfect location for it because it's hidden away from the direct sun, and it's definitely growing. I finally kind of dug up the Hoya because I think it was just too far into the ground, and then I planted another one that had a good system of roots, and this one has a decent root on it, so I think that'll be fine. This is growing nicely. Just kind of cover the area here on the side. I'm actually contemplating planting this plumeria here in front of the container because it might just grow nicely, and I could probably prune it just to have a low canopy. But then again, I might not want to because that green jade vine is going to come all the way across, and it has pendulum blossoms. So never mind, I just changed my mind right there. I don't want to do it. I'm very excited to see this white ginger. This was such a tiny little plant when I stuck it in the ground. The white ginger is kind of rare. I mean, it's just not as common as the deeper red or the pink. And I really like the way it looks. I am very excited that the ylang ylang leaves are coming back. A couple videos I was showing you that it was pretty bare, and now the leaves are back, and it was just because of those leaf cutter ants. But I'm on top of it. They're not going to get by me. I have a little separate video to show you how pretty this blossom was on this flower. And then this plant, I just did a Google search on it, and it's a Queen of Panama plant. So this is the orange shrimp plant. I have shrimp plants that are yellow, but this will have, and you can just kind of see like a little pink stem or something that's going to come out of there. So I think I'm going to put that plant in this space that's a little bit bare right back there. But at the moment, I have that sweet woodruff that I'm still just not convinced if it's, you know, I don't know if it's not happy here. Is it getting enough water? Too much water? There's greenery, and I trimmed back a little bit so that it would kind of force some root growth. But I think I might just dig in the soil a little bit and see what's actually happening in there. The leaf cutters ate all of these begonias, so I think they'll come back now that I've used my toxic spray on the leaf cutters. And this little clump here has the shell ginger that I love so much. Kind of hard to see. Anyway, that's it. Garden tour, December 2024, end of the year. The next garden tour will be in the new year in January. That is pretty amazing. 2025, right around the corner. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.